Now, our next guest is an up-and-coming British actor making a name for himself on the dark side of TV and film. Harry Treadaway recently played Dr. Frankenstein in Sky Atlantic's Penny Dreadful, and his latest role is just as unnerving. When his character marries the woman of his dreams, the honeymoon soon turns to horror.
Went outside.
You can't do that. We're in the middle of nowhere. You don't know what's out there.
Someone was out there.
What are you talking about?
Looking in our windows, playing some little game, shining some high-beam flashlight on your face while you sleep. Yes.
And Harry is here. Great to see you.
Thank you.
Honeymoon, the new film, it looks pretty terrifying.
It's a bit of a nightmare, to be honest. It's not what you want from your honeymoon. It starts off so well, perfect kind of happy couple from New York, go on a little honeymoon to the grandmother's cottage up by the lake in Canada, and things go decidedly south from there on in.
So is it one of those horror films where you spend the whole time behind the sofa going, don't go through that door, don't do it?
When I read it, I found it a really slow build. I found it kind of... I was really taken in by the real relationship. It felt like a real kind of fleshed out sort of a relationship which you felt you could believe in. It had a history, it had their own little quirks, and then it just starts slowly turning. And it's sort of a horror film which comes and grabs you and by surprise. It's not sort of upfront horror all the way along. It sort of starts off very naturalistic and sort of about this intimate relationship, and then horrible things start to happen towards the end. And when I read it, certainly I wasn't seeing them coming.
You've obviously got horror down to a T in some ways. You've done Penny Dreadful, Cockneys versus Zombies. Is it a genre that you enjoy? I
like working with good people, with good directors, with good script, and with interesting stories. So it's not really for me to judge when I go into a genre. It's not really my call. It's just, you know, I like working with good people, and it's just so happened that recently there's been a few sort of horror-based things that have come along. But it's been fun, yeah. And
we must tell people that you've got a twin brother who is also an actor, Luke.
Yep.
Is there much competition between you?
Used to be, I think. I mean, when we were starting out, it was more kind of both going up for the same jobs, and you know, you'd see the same script lying around on the kitchen table and think, well, I'm going up for that in 4 hours and you're doing it in 2. But really, nowadays, we're both sort of, touch wood, both busy and doing different things, so we sort of, yeah, don't seem to be too much competition, just support.
Britain seems to be producing so much good TV, so many good films. As a young actor, I mean, do you feel like there are lots of opportunities out there at the moment?
It feels like a wonderful moment right now for TV. It feels like it's a really strong medium that, you know, it's beamed straight into people's living rooms. It's a really intimate thing, but yet we're being given a very epic scale at the moment, you know, with you know, countless shows I can think of. And so it feels like a really strong time for TV at the moment, yeah.
And I have to tell you, you might not know this, but I was supposed to be one of your co-stars on Cockney versus Zombies, but I was cut!
No!
I can't believe it! I'm on the cutting room floor!
It's a tough world, isn't it?
Apart from that, it was a fantastic film.
Cool. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It was, yeah, that was fun. We were running around the Isle of Dogs for a few weeks.
Yeah, a surreal one, to say the least.
Yeah, it was very strange.
Harry, great to see you. Thank you so much.
Lovely to see you. Take care. Thank you.
OK, that is all for now. On next week's show,